Well, we have reached the final month of the regular season in college football, and Notre Dame finds itself sitting in a pretty enviable position as we bring in Eric Hansen of InsideNDSports.com. Eric, the Irish are one of only about a dozen teams in the Power Four that have one or fewer losses, and unlike most of those other teams, they don't have a very difficult November ahead of them.
Yeah, and when you were saying Power 5, Power 4, it may be Power 3 or 2, depending on how you perceive those. But yeah, they don't have a lot of those really challenging November games. Army is the one ranked team that they have left. Everybody else is at 500 or underwater. So you say, what do they have to do to show that they're still an improving team, that they're a team that's worthy of moving up in the rankings, moving up in seeding down the stretch?
So in absence of a strength of schedule boost in November, you're looking at a quality of victory or a quality of control. Where does that probably need to manifest itself most?
I think on the offensive side of the ball for Notre Dame, their defense has been in the top 10 all year and played up to that standard in just about every game. They need to continue that, but offensively, I think the people that are doing the eye test are looking at, is Riley Leonard getting better? You know, are their wide receivers, their passing game, is that getting better? Is their offensive line have a higher ceiling? And you look at three key players on offense, they're kind of finding their stride now here late in the season. Billy Schrouth at left guard, Mitchell Evans, who had the ACL, he's just got past the 1 year anniversary of that ACL injury. And then Jordan Faison, who had the chronic ankle injury, and he's just kind of coming into his stride. I think you look at those three players and they could really raise the ceiling, in addition to Riley Leonard getting better, of distancing themselves from what they look like against Northern Illinois way back in early September.
And while the selection committee is going to spend this final month analyzing wins and losses by most of the other teams in contention, for Notre Dame, they're pretty much going to be looking at, does this look like a team that can win in the playoffs? Is that correct?
I think so. And again, you're distancing yourself from what you were in early September, and you want to show that you are a team that's on the rise. You want to look like an ascending team. And again, we're looking at a very subjective set of circumstances. You're not playing the same teams. You're not playing the same caliber teams. So Notre Dame really has to take control in these games. And as we saw with the Northern Illinois, you can't get too ahead of yourself. They really need to take care of business against a Florida State team that, since scoring 21 points in its season opening loss, they have not been higher than 16 points scored in any game.
It's hard to imagine, but that's where the Noles are at right now, and they're coming into South Bend this weekend. Notre Dame will host Florida State this Saturday, the one home night game of the regular season. Who knows what December holds, and we'll have a lot more to say about that throughout the week, and we'll have Eric back next week as we continue this playoff discussion throughout, hopefully, the remainder of the regular season. Back to you. I'm Pete Byrne from WSBT-22 News. For more Notre Dame stories, like and subscribe to the WSBT-22 YouTube page. Thanks for watching.